The telescope. It has often been asked, what is the greatest invention? Truly, such a hypothetical question has little bearing on anything vice being mere mind candy. And yet, were I to answer this, I would certainly place the printing press and the bicycle in two of the top 3 spots on my list. Why the printing press? Without it, the vast majority of the world might still be couched in the planting fields of serfdom or forced to march in the armies of a tyrannical Catholic Church. However, the press has forced the Church to become more honest and even introspective. It allowed for dishonesty in the Church that would later culminate in Luther, who would in turn appropriate the printing press to serve him and his message in a like and equally powerful manner. The bicycle would be on the list of few as so very paramount or relevant, though surely most would place the airplane or the automobile on their list. But I ask you, how could we have these two creations without the mighty bicycle preceding it? Orville and Wilbur Wright were, after all, bicycle makers when they completed their first successful flight. Yet what would come third? Of course, by the title of this article, the answer is crystal clear. The telescope. This invention is important to humanity for manifold reasons, some of which I would discuss here. For one thing, and probably that which comes most readily to mind, is the fact that with the telescope Galileo Galilei was able to prove to himself, at least, that the Earth is round, this by his observations of the Moon and the Earth's rounded shadow cast upon it. This furthered his knowledge and curiosity and led to bigger and better models culminating to, but not stopping at, the Hubble Space Telescope and those that will follow it. Sailors, too, give thanks to the rise of the telescope as it led to other similar devices, such as the spyglass for seeking land and observing for pirates. Likewise, and more commonly, the sextant was a similar device that aided in navigation on a diurnal basis, thus furthering exploration, trade, and knowledge of the ever-shrinking world. In a fashion opposite to its design, the telescope gave the world the microscope. We might exit the macrocosm for sake of the microcosm, truly another world all to itself. From this has come microbiology, parasitology, forensics, pathology, and truly successful surgery, more generally, to name but a few fields in debt to these two devices. But where will the telescope stop? That is to say, when will it cease to be developed further, or to be needed at all? This can only happen when travel to other stars and planets can be achieved at rates that excel any sort of craft found in science fiction or even within our imagination. When humanity can travel to the farthest reaches of the universe within a manner of hours, if this will ever be possible, Einstein says that it won't, only then will we dispense with need of such mighty instruments. Until then, they will be all important.